At the Battle of the Giants, we feature the highly anticipated matchup between two prolific finishers. In the night's co-main event, it's five-minute rounds for the PFL Super Fights Women's Featherweight World Championship. Introducing the blue corner first. At 5'6", weighing in 144 1/4 pounds, riding a 10-fight win streak. The two-time, two-division PFL champion enters with 23 professional victories, 11 by knockout, 8 by submission, along with 4 defeats. Tonight, she looks to prove that she is among the sport's all-time best. From Marituba para Brazil, presenting Larissa Pacheco. And across the smart cage, her adversary fights out of the red corner. At 5'8", she weighs 144 1/2 pounds. As the former title holder for Invicta, Strikeforce, and the UFC, the reigning Bellator featherweight champion in her quest to add yet another major title tonight makes her PFL debut with an incomparable professional legacy that includes 27 victories, only 2 defeats, 21 wins by knockout, 1 by submission. Ladies and gentlemen, long considered the GOAT of women's MMA, from Curitiba, Paraná, Brazil, introducing Cris Cyborg. In charge, your referee, Brian Miner.
Brian Miner is equipped with ref cam. He could take us inside the smart cage. Larissa Pacheco in the black and white. Cris Cyborg.
You ready?
In the black and gold. Touch of the gloves, and we are underway in our co-main event.
Oh man, straight away both
What a
of them.
clash.
Jousting jab.
Almost had a double knockout with the first punch. I like this aggression from Larissa Pacheco. Look how serious she looks. Man, I've never seen her as focused and as terrifying looking as this. Oh, Cyborg looking for the takedown.
Body lock from Cyborg. Pushes Larissa Pacheco into the smart cage right in front of our broadcast position. Starts to work the legs with some knees.
One of Pacheco's, there she got it out. She had an arm trapped in Cyborg's shirt. Left arm, and she finally got, oh. Somebody's bleeding.
Already blood leaking from, I think, the ear of Larissa Pacheco, maybe a burst cauliflower.
I don't know, it might be.
Oh,
beautiful double.
What a level change.
That level change was amazing.
Oh, we got a Von Flue choke here. We got a Von Flue choke here. Is Cyborg going to finish with a Von Flue choke? That would be wild. You can see that shoulder pressure. She's got her arm caught. She's got her left hand caught under the shoulder of Cyborg. And with that glove on, it makes it so much more difficult to remove.
And now Cyborg locking the hands.
Okay.
Pacheco out of trouble, at least from the Von Flue choke. What a takedown from Cris Cyborg.
That was effortless.
Beautiful, beautiful level change finish to that flaring double.
Hot knife through butter comes to mind.
Cover the head. Cover the head. Cover the head.
Oh!
Big kick.
How did she take that?
Pacheco just ate it.
Wow.
Snapped the head back, and she just kept coming.
My goodness. That would have put me to sleep.
I think
That
it's
blood is
Chris's
coming
nose.
from the nose, yeah. We'll try and get a replay of which punch made it happen.
It was that little flurry on the break. There were 3 shots there that were right down the middle.
Oh, and again, nice little uppercut on the inside for Pacheco.
Good knees to the body from Cris Cyborg.
I think that knee hurt Pacheco for a moment. She's bringing her other leg up to defend, so Cyborg can't throw the same knee again. Lovely elbow on the inside as well. Good head position for Cyborg. Nice elbow as well.
And now a cut and swelling around the left eye of Cris Cyborg.
Oh, yeah.
And Larissa Pacheco still breathing through a nose, closed mouth. Measured and controlled in her breathing. Oh, nasty left hand snuck over the top for Cyborg. Look at that cut.
Yeah, that's a good cut as well.
It is beneath the eyebrow, so something, if we get to the break, they will take a close look at. And one thing about Larissa Pacheco, she will literally and figuratively smell blood in the water.
Oh,
here's a guillotine!
Another beautiful takedown, but she put herself right in harm's way. That is tight.
I think Larissa's realizing she might not have it. She drops her leg down there. I can see some space creeping out. Man, Cyborg gonna get out of this.
Cyborg's got to find a hand and try and break that grip.
Pacheco's just holding at the moment and waiting for the opportunity to start this scramble.
She'll want to re-grip if she is actually looking for the choke, but I think you're right, Dan. I think she's just using this as a control position for now, not trying to gas her arms and back muscle out.
It wouldn't surprise me if she tries to get Cyborg to bridge over to escape it and then follows her to top position.
Yep, exactly. Follow her with her hips, end up on top potentially. You move that right shin into a butterfly and push her hips over the top.
That's a lot of blood on the canvas as well.
Tell you what, this is a real threat, and now the head is out for Cris Cyborg. Inside of 1 minute left in the first round of this co-main event. Blood already painting the canvas, and look at the flurry from the top position for Cris Cyborg. Good short elbow there.
Very nice.
Pacheco posted her frame on the face of Cris Cyborg and then allowed the momentum and gravity to bring her right down onto the elbow. Final 10 seconds of round one.
Oh, that's a really good cut as well over one eye in particular.
Yeah, that right eye's, that's a dandy.
Beginning of round two, title fight could be at 5 possible between Larissa Pacheco in the black and white and Cris Cyborg in the gold and black.
It might be possible that I'm more scared of Larissa Pacheco than either of the guys in the main event at this point. You just never see someone just bite down on their mouth guard and walk towards Cyborg like she is doing.
And that's making those takedowns that much more effective. She's slipping under those combinations and getting in deep on those doubles.
I wonder if she even expected Cyborg to bring that element of her game to this fight, though.
I'll bet she didn't.
Right?
Swing and a miss for Cris Cyborg, as we are joined by global superstar and proud PFL partner Jake Paul on the broadcast. Jake, welcome.
First round, these ladies are going at it. It's living up to all the hype, and I'm excited for this next main event with Ngannou. Pacheco's looking nice. Cyborg's got to watch out for those guillotines on the takedown, though.
A lot of damage on the face of Cris Cyborg, but who won round one? She landed that big head kick. She had the big takedown. How'd you score the first frame, Jake?
Yeah, I had the first round going to Cyborg, but Pacheco's impressive with her chin. She just ate that leg kick, and Cyborg had that really clean, explosive takedown. Ooh, leg kick. Ooh, that was clean. That hurt.
Took the balance out from underneath Larissa Pacheco. Thank you, Jake Paul, watching closely.
Pacheco's starting to find her range, though.
Yeah, and she's already put such good money in the bank with that damage on her face as well. She can almost take her time a little bit and allow those cuts to bleed.
The veteran savvy here from Cris Cyborg, closing the distance, taking the weapons away from Larissa Pacheco with this pressure.
Oh, that was a good back fist.
Beautiful back fist.
The right hand followed with a right back fist.
Andrei Arlovsky style, throws the right hand, then comes straight back with the same hand.
Now Pacheco on the pursuit again. Putting her chin on display in this fight so far is Larissa.
Oh, now Cyborg starting to wipe at that blood as well. Another beautiful takedown, though.
Pacheco's got to start aiming for Cyborg's chest and stop trying to hit her in the head. Cyborg will change levels and run right into those fists.
That's tremendous shoulder pressure from Cris Cyborg, top position. See how it's really breaking the posture. It's forcing Pacheco to try and pull the shoulder out of the way. You can tell that must be uncomfortable for her because she's having to address it.
Just driving it into her neck.
Little smile from the bottom from Larissa Pacheco, who now builds that frame on the neck. More blood pouring from the right eyebrow of Cris Cyborg.
Pacheco trying to pull on the face of Cyborg, trying to get her to move.
Trying to find a way to get a frame in there to create a little space.
I think she's going to have to use that lockdown to create some space, Randy. I think she's going to have to utilize the lower body because the upper body looks so clamped tight to her. What would you be looking to do here, Randy, if you're in this position?
Well, she's got that underhook right there. Start circling towards that right side underhook where the half guard is. Get up on that left elbow and start getting some elevation and circling towards Cyborg's hips.
Watch those fingers in the eyes.
I wonder if there's any urgency in Cyborg's mind given the fact that she is cut so badly.
One of the beauties of Cris Cyborg's style is we have rarely had cause to question the urgency in her approach to fights.
Yeah.
Pacheco's doing the right thing, trying to move towards that underhook, but Cyborg opens up with strikes. And now oh, nasty.
Nice attack from the bottom there for Larissa Pacheco, attacking that left knee of Cris Cyborg, who offers some punishment back.
Yeah, there were two good strikes to the knee as well from Larissa Pacheco, both hyperextended.
Oh, nice right hand.
Good right hand from Pacheco on the naked leg kick from Cyborg. Closing seconds of round 2.
Stop! Stop! Round 3. Round 3. Come on, fight!
Third round of a possible 5 here between Cris Cyborg and Larissa Pacheco in our co-main event. An exchange of leg kicks to open this third frame. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, Randy Couture here beside the PFL Smart Cage. Brett Okamoto also in the building, reporting from the locker rooms and the corners.
Another difficult round to score that last one. You kind of got to give Cyborg a lot of the control and strikes, even though oh man, even though she's the one wearing the more damage on her face.
Larissa beckoning Cyborg forward. She wants the striking exchange.
Let's go.
This is interesting that Cyborg's hanging back here against some Holloway-esque points to the center of the canvas, and Cyborg's not engaging. Is that maturity? Is that wisdom? Not playing into the games of her opponent, perhaps?
I think she's fighting smart.
Right.
Why get drawn into that kind of a battle, especially when you've already got 2 pretty serious cuts?
Oh, she went to block that kick. That was a good feint by Pacheco. Look, regardless of how the scorecards are, Larissa Pacheco is in great shape right now. She's not damaged. She's showing Cyborg she's formidable in every single range, and she can't be taken lightly. And I think that's one of the reasons why we're getting Cyborg fighting a lot smarter here. She knows what she's up against. Look for the fire truck when she comes.
I'm eager already to speak with both of these women post-fight because they've each landed strikes that in past fights put opponents down.
Oh, 2 nice ones there from Pacheco. Very quick. She's biding her time to find the distance now. She's not charging in as hard.
The other real benefit in Pacheco's game is that she's very fast with that 1-2. We saw her use it against Kolesnik really, really well. In and out of range, pap, pap, and then she's gone. Oh!
Caught a kick and drove a right hand straight into the chin of Cris Cyborg. And now Pacheco on top. For the first time in this fight, Larissa Pacheco formidable in the grappling. When she beat Kayla Harrison, she did spend a lot of time in that fight here.
Like to see Pacheco clear her head, get some posture, trying to figure out how to land some significant damage from this top position.
Precarious right now for Cyborg, who's already got those big cuts. Can't afford to allow that posture Randy's talking about, and even that grinding with the forearms and the frames can peel those cuts open even wider for Pacheco.
Yeah, even that head pressure can be problematic for those cuts. I wonder if Cyborg's thinking about any attacks off her back. She was considering an armbar momentarily, but it looks like she's given up on that, given the fact that Pacheco's arms are out of posture.
Grab that cage, Chris.
Well, the closed guard will tell you that. I mean, you got to open your guard to be able to offensively do anything from the bottom.
Pacheco doing a good job of keeping Cyborg as square as she can against the fence, so she can't kick her hips up and start to work out. Keep Cyborg's
Now she's got to, Pacheco's got to chase Cyborg's head with her hips and trap her in against that fence. And then with that posture, she can pick those shots.
best round yet for Larissa Pacheco.
Final minute of this third round. Larissa Pacheco posturing for an elbow there. And another.
That was a nice press and elbow, that last one. 35 seconds.
This feels like it might be a turning point in this fight for Larissa Pacheco. Weathered an early storm of 10 minutes. Now she's starting to turn it in her direction.
And even heading into this third round, Dan, she appeared to be the fresher fighter. Now as we go into the championship rounds, another nasty elbow from Larissa. Cyborg in the final 10 seconds tries to climb the guard a little higher and keep it closed.
Stop.
Back to the stools again.
Good. Round four. Round four. Come on, fight.
Now, what I will say is that is a bad cut, but there's not a lot of blood coming from it, right?
Yeah.
We've seen really small cuts on people's foreheads that create a lot of blood, but there's not a great deal of blood coming from this, and I think that's buying Cyborg some time.
They got a good anticoagulant in there, I think, and you know, bled a little bit from the ground and pound in that last round, but it didn't go crazy.
Patient approach again here from Larissa Pacheco. That was a nasty leg kick.
That calf kick's done damage. Look at how Cyborg's moving on that lead leg all of a sudden. She's being sheepish with the way that she's putting that lead foot down.
I guess it would be a coagulant, not an anticoagulant.
I've got to think that Larissa Pacheco's feeling enthused by the way that this fight is going. Like, she walked back to her corner with a smile on her face, and oh,
she missed the knee and ate a combination for her efforts. Deep breath, almost to chastise herself for getting reckless.
She seems comfortable taking the punches from Cyborg, though. I wonder if she was, you know, she was wondering how the punches of Cyborg were going to feel before that first round, and now she's taken a couple. She's like, okay, all right, I can walk through some of these.
Well, I think after she walked through that head kick early in this fight, she probably realized her chin was going to hold up. 90 seconds gone in the fourth round.
Nice.
Right hand again.
Nice counter right hand.
Stays just outside the range of the hook that came back.
I think Pacheco needs to go back to that calf kick again.
Co-main event here in front of you on DAZN and ESPN Plus pay-per-view. Up next, the return of Francis Ngannou as he takes on Renan Ferreira. Ooh, another nasty clash. This time Pacheco has to retreat slightly. Beautiful right hand again.
Yeah, lovely kick counter there. Cyborg throws the right leg up. Pacheco blocks it. Before the leg's down on the floor, she hits her right down the center line. Beautiful counter. Pacheco hands down, attacks the calf one more time. You can see that grease on that eyelid of Cyborg must be irritating for her.
Hanging down almost into the field of vision, it would look
Yeah,
like.
that would be annoying as heck.
Look at Larissa Pacheco, still composed, breathing through just her nose. Front kick offer from the two-time two-division PFL champion.
Oh,
Good overhand right there from Cyborg.
that was a solid right hand. Pacheco squints, but she looks okay. Maybe just caught her in the eye a little bit. And you take that ESPN top 10 pound for pound rankings, and you take these two ladies and bring the other 8 in, and I think these two walk out of the room,
Yep.
and the other 8 are left in there on the floor. I don't know who could compete with these.
Well, the common denominator between these two is the ability not only to grapple, but to have explosive, powerful strikes, meaningful strikes in pretty much every position and every situation in this fight. Oh, nasty right again.
She catches that right kick every single time and plants her right hand right on her.
Yeah, Cris is losing some steam here now. You can hear the corner team enthusing her, trying to get her to do something. It's difficult though because she's being countered. That was a good
nice.
left hook. That was a good left hook. A lot of the time when Cris opens up first, she's being countered by Pacheco, and I think it's making her a little tentative. I am noticing though that Pacheco, her defense is to drift her head away, which is not ideal if you've got someone that's aggressive moving forward. Again, there she goes, multiple punches moving forward. Tough fight to score this.
10 more seconds. Takedown attempt here from Cyborg, shrugged off.
Oh!
Good high kick attempt to finish it for Larissa Pacheco. One more round.
Last round.
Even though it's not a judging criteria,
Not
often
supposed to
fatigue
be.
gets weighed in as well.
Yeah.
If you look like you're more tired, the judges will sometimes penalize you for that.
I thought Cris had a second wind in that 4th round. She pressed a little harder.
Stiff jab to start round 5 from Cris Cyborg. Last round of our co-main event. Up next, Francis Ngannou, Renan Ferreira to cap off the night here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
That was another lovely low kick from Larissa Pacheco. As Cyborg stepped forward with that lead leg, Pacheco jammed that kick into the calf, into the outside of the knee. Man, I'd love to be able to get inside the fighters' heads and try and figure out how they're feeling about the fight. It's so difficult when the fight's going on to judge what's going on, especially over a 5-rounder. You know, you can lose track of what happens in what rounds and
every
stuff.
time.
Oh!
Look at that. I kept belaboring the point that there's so many stylistic similarities, and they just threw the exact same punch.
I wonder if Cyborg's finally realizing what it would be like to fight a younger version of herself.
I think Larissa Pacheco offers the closest analogy that we've had in the sport.
What is the fire truck? I keep hearing Cyborg's corner team say, look for the fire truck.
Typically, Dan, there's a fire engine full of water, just in case of emergency.
Oh, you're expecting her to bring the hose in and blast her opponent across the cage. I'm wondering if it's like the fireman's carry or something. I'm just trying to figure out what that might be, but I feel like it's probably going to be something striking based.
Coded coaching is always really interesting to try and pick up.
I'm not that subtle when I'm in the corner. I like to shout punch and kick. Man, maybe fire truck is just that power double. Just drive through.
Yeah, that could be it. Oh,
Good combination
nice right
again.
hand. Wow.
But look, Cyborg
That
comes
was sharp.
roaring back. And now Larissa Pacheco
Is she
finds
hurt
herself
here?
face down and eating some punches.
Watch the back of the head, Cris. Watch the back of the head.
was a little burst. Cyborg takes a deep breath as they get back to their feet. Pacheco's back on the front foot, holding the center.
Looks like maybe some swelling starting to develop on the left eye of Larissa Pacheco.
There's the same counter that Pacheco just used on Cyborg. Cyborg's just done the same thing back.
Coming up on the 2-minute mark here in this 5th and final round.
Sounds like the Cyborg corner team are noticing that this center control for Pacheco is probably not a good look for the judges as well. Cage control is a scoring criteria.
All other things being equal, it's low on the list, but when it's a close fight, that can be a difference.
Was another right hand over the top there for Larissa Pacheco.
Pretty strategic approach here in the 3rd round for both of these fighters as we're past the final 90 seconds.
Oh!
Maybe that's the fire truck. Big
Maybe.
overhand right.
Yeah, maybe they just call her right hand the fire truck. Just throw the fire truck at her, Cris. It's been a great fight. Minute left. I have no idea how I would be scoring this. I'm glad I'm not a judge. And again with the right hand over the top.
And a jab to follow.
Yeah, that was a lovely jab.
Cyborg potentially taking control in a very close 5th round.
Yeah.
There's a good counter combination.
First deep breath I've seen Larissa take in this fight. Just about 10 seconds ago.
Oh,
nice takedown.
Rolls through onto an ankle, maybe. 25 seconds, another kick to the knee.
Get up, let's go. Come on, fight.
15 seconds and we're gonna see some wildness. Yeah, of course
Yes,
we are.
we are. Both women landed there. They'll swing away to the final bell here. What a fight in our co-main event here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Ladies and gentlemen, before going to the judges' scorecards, we'll welcome to the smart cage for the presentation of the world title belt, His Excellency Bandar Al-Khadi, Vice Minister of the Ministry of Sports, and Abdulaziz Julaidan, the Chairman of the Saudi MMA Federation, along with President of PFL Fighter Operations, Ray Seffo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go to your 3 judges. Your first, Mark Collette, scores at 49-46. Judge Hadi Ali, 49-46. Judge Sal D'Amato, 49-46. I'll have it for the winner by unanimous decision. And now the PFL Super Fights Women's Featherweight World Champion, Cris Cyborg!
I am here with the winner, Cris, and just a phenomenal fight. What was the exchange there, right there, between you and Larissa?
Man, I say Larissa, man, she's a legend in sports. She started, and she's a big name in sport. She punched really hard. You know, she's a really good fighter. It's a pleasure for me. I'm in the old generation, fight for the new generation. Man, I'm really thankful to be here. Thank you, everyone, Saudi Arabia. You guys give much love for me. I appreciate every single one. All glory to God. You know, he's everything for me. I do for motivate the girls. You know, I'm here fighting Saudi Arabia for motivate the girls, fight for those overcome your goals, obstacles, everything. I'm really happy.
Cris, you've been winning belts for 20 years, but you came into this one against a younger opponent, your first fight in the PFL as an underdog. How does that feel to have that belt wrapped around your shoulder right now?
I feel very blessed, very thankful. You know, I work really hard. It was 12 weeks hard work. I'm telling you, the time different too, 10 hours more is really difficult for me. It was like, but I'm really happy and thankful, you know. I'm here happy and I have more 2 fights. I'm gonna defend this title. Let's go.
That's right, defending the title, so 2 more fights. As part of the Legacy Tour, where is the next stop on this Cyborg Legacy Tour?
Dubai, I'm here is Dubai, February, I'm gonna be ready, Old Savage. Let's go.
Always a pleasure watching you fight, Cris. Congratulations. Sean, back to you.